Well, we know some of this, of course, because of readers' journals, and we know it because of history, but we can't find the ledgers of this unit, this 21st Regiment. We don't. It's like lost to history. We can't find the regiment. If you go to the Kansas National Guard Museum, as I did, and you ask to see the units that were Civil War units for Kansas, the 21st Regiment wasn't there last summer of 2023. And I had looked for these ledgers before. I had to take Army War College, and I had to write papers, and I wanted to write about Andrew Taylor Still in the Civil War. And you really couldn't find much because you couldn't find any evidence of this unit. No payroll, no unit roster. And so I did find it. It's been digitized. I found it in the summer of 2023, and this is it. And I know you can't see it very well, and I just wanted you to understand how large these ledgers are. They're 3 foot long, couple feet wide. When you open them up, they're 6 feet long. And a soldier's entire military record will be on one line, and it's in cursive writing, written by the company clerk, and has his name, his rank, his serial number, whatever. As if he had any promotions or demotions, where he served, what unit he was in, etc. This is typeset. This is not in cursive writing. And you can see there's a header above with a lot of information and a footer below that's signed and a lot of information there. Let's blow that up. So these are the two columns that you saw, and there's Sandy Lowe, the colonel of the 21st, first on the list, as he should be. First, he's in charge. He's the commander. And a couple below that is Andrew T. Still, Major Still. He's the field officer. He's third in command. And a couple, 3 more below that is James Still, his brother, the surgeon. And you can see there's a pay column over here. Let's look at that a little closer, along with that footer. And you can see there they are, Andrew and James Still. And Andrew's paid $74.60, and James is paid $67.20. And it gives the dates when they mustered in. Still would have mustered in 10 days before. Andrew would have mustered in 10 days before James. And that might be the difference in their pay. But they're not paid until 1870, and they don't sign for their own pay. And Sandy Lowe's the only one to be able to sign for his own pay. This is 6 years after the battle that these men are paid. They're not paid because they're not regular federal Union Army troops. They're state militia under the control of the governor. So the state has to make a claim, and they have to go back and they have to redo these ledgers because they mustered these guys together so quickly. They probably ran out of paper. In fact, Fort Scott had many requests at this time. They had so many men coming through Fort Scott after this battle. They had many requests for paper. They couldn't log all the men. These claims are not finalized, as you can see here above in that footer, until November 7th, 1907, 40 years after the battle. Adjutant General Hughes signs it. He says it's one of the darkest days in Kansas history, that it's taken this long to pay all these claims. And there were many claims. There were claims for property, horses, saddles, fence lines, all kinds of claims. The claim for the pay required them to typeset and write up a ledger like this to get these men paid. This is causing more disillusionment. When AT returns to Baldwin, here he is, one of the leaders of this unit, almost 670 men, and they didn't get paid.